It's your boy D Rich back at it once again, and as you can see, I'm in my top-notch, secret, low-key location. Paul George behind me, and I got the King, LeBron James behind me as usual, and I also got the Yeezy Boost boxes behind me to my right as usual. Also, now today I want to talk about something that's very important in the basketball world. I guess almost everywhere I go, almost every Instagram direct message that I open up, every email, every tweet, I damn near get asked the same question. And that question is, D Rich, how do I get ranked? So today, I decided to make this video to give you my top 5 ways on how to become one of the top basketball players in the country. But before I get started, I want to let you guys know this. Players like Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and the kid Ja Morant that's at Murray State were slept on in high school. And there's probably plenty of more players throughout the NBA and players that made an impact in basketball in general that were slept on in high school. So I'm letting you guys know this. Some of you guys are just going to be slept on. You got to deal with it. You got to fight through it. Okay? It's going to happen. Somebody has to be slept on. But I'm still going to give you my top 5 ways on how to become a ranked basketball player in the country. Okay? Sit back, relax, and watch this. The number one way that I think you become a ranked basketball player in the country is, I know this is a cliche statement, and you probably hear it all the time. Stay your ass in the gym. And excuse my language, but I had to say it because it's cliche, but I think a lot of people don't take it as seriously as they need to. Because as long as you put in the work and you stay prepared, when your opportunity comes, you'll be ready. And trust me, you're going to get that opportunity. Either you're going to play good when you get on the court against some of the top players in the country, or you're going to get embarrassed. Okay? And if you lack work ethic, it'll show. Okay? Some people may have natural ability. This may be some of you guys out there watching this right now. You don't have to pick up a basketball for a week or two, and you can go out there and you can still make an impact on a basketball court. But guess what? Raw talent does not last that long. Okay? And hard work always beats raw talent when raw talent does not work hard. But when raw talent does work hard, that's the makings of a monster. So whether you have raw talent or not, you have to stay in the gym and work on your craft. If you want to be great at something, you have to work on something consistently every day. Like for me, I brush my hair damn near every day. Okay, well, I'm starting to at least. And I'm starting to see my waves form. I'm not about to take off my hat and show you guys, but I brush my hair and I wear my do-rag damn near every day. And I see the results. I see my hair waving up. Like, the work that you put in will show. I don't know if that was a good analogy or not, but it was the only one that I could think of right now. Okay? If you constantly work at something, you'll get better. And the improvement will show. So stay your ass in the gym. The number 2 way on how to become one of the top basketball players in the country is you have to go to the top exposure camps in the country. Okay, you have to go to the middle school hoops basketball camp. You have to go to the D-Rich TV basketball camp. You have to go to the CP3 Rising Stars basketball camp. And a matter of fact, let me take that back. You don't necessarily have to, but I feel like you should want to go. But I know it's some people who aren't in the financial situation to go to some of the top basketball camps in the country. Okay, but if you can afford to go to some of the top basketball camps in the country, you should go. Besides buying $700 pair of Yeezys, and I like my Yeezys, and besides buying $400 pair of Jordans, and maybe you should spend that on a basketball camp and take your basketball career a bit more seriously. Okay, because if you stay in the gym, you want to show people that you've been in the gym. And the only way to show people that you've been in the gym, to me, is to go to some of these top events where all the media outlets are at. You know, the Ballers Lifes, the City League Hoops, the Hoop Diamonds, the Elite Mixtapes, you know, and plenty more. Your name will start to buzz. And the top players in the country will be at those events, and you'll get a chance to go up against them. Okay? But I also want to say this. I want to reiterate this. I know there's some people out there who aren't in the financial situation to get to some of these basketball camps. And honestly, it may be a kid at home working on his game, can't afford to get to some of these basketball camps, but he's just waiting. He's waiting for his opportunity, man. And once the opportunity comes, he might mess around and be the number one player in the country. Okay? A kid sitting at home might mess around and be the number one player in the country. A kid that hasn't been to any exposure event. That's just the way some things work in life sometimes, okay? But if you can afford to go, you should go. Stop spending money on shoes and $200 pair of jeans and $300 hoodies, and go to some of the top basketball camps in the country and show out. If you show out, you'll get known. And if you get known, you'll become a top player. The number 3 way on how to become a top basketball player in the country is find where the top players are going to be tournament-wise, camp-wise, and go at them. Because one thing that I see is people are scared of the smoke. Is that what y'all call it? A lot of y'all don't want no smoke. So y'all get on the court and you'll have an opportunity to go up against a player who is ranked and maybe you feel I'm better than him. But then you get on the court with him and you don't want to guard him. You pass him off. You shy away from the smoke. He's guarding you. You don't want to go at him. You become very passive. Let me tell you something. If a guy or a girl, if you're watching this, a guy or a girl is ranked in front of you and you feel like you deserve that spot, you got to show it. And sometimes you only going to get 1 or 2 opportunities throughout the summer to show up and show out. So when you get that opportunity, you got to make the best of it, and you can't run from them. Because one thing you have to understand is some of these ranked dudes, they might not be putting in the work that they need to be putting because they feel like they're at where they want to be. They get complacent. So for somebody who's not ranked, you got to get on that court and you got to show that hunger. You know, like I love hearing stories about players who weren't ranked going into their senior year of high school, like a Colin Sexton. And he led the EYBL in scoring. And he became a McDonald's All-American. He was hungry. He didn't care who he was going up against. He went at him. That's what you got to do. And remember, everybody put their shoes on 1 foot at a time. Except for me. I put my shoes on 2 feet at a time. Because I'm just like that. But everybody not like me. Don't back down from nobody. If you see him, go at him. Point blank, period. My number 4 way on how to become one of the top rated basketball players in the country is to sometimes playing along somebody that's ranked may not be a bad idea. See, a lot of people, they want to be selfish and they want to be the number 1 guy on the team. Whereas, let's say you play on a LaMelo Ball AAU team, okay? And you're the so-called second piece on that team. If you show out, people going to recognize you because you're feeding off of his exposure. See, a lot of parents hold their kids back when it comes to this because they want their kids to get all the shine. But what they don't realize is if you play with somebody who's ranked, you can use the attention that he gets as a benefit because all the media outlets are going to be at the game and your name is going to get out there because people posting raw highlights now. They're going to be like, you know, who's number 3? Who's number 4 on LaMelo's team? Similar to a Rocket Watts. Like Rocket Watts was known before LaMelo joined the Spire basketball team, but just with Melo and that exposure that comes along with that, Rocket Watts stock has because every game is media there. And in my opinion, I think that Rocket Watts is up there with Melo. Okay. Melo may be a better long-term prospect, but right now I think that Rocket Watts is better than LaMelo Ball. So I would have never known that if LaMelo didn't go to Spire and I get to see every Spire basketball game. Like, I wouldn't have seen Rocket Watts. That's just honestly, like, I wasn't typing in Rocket Watts' name to see what he was doing. But now that I see him all the time, it's like, I think he's nice. He's going to Michigan State. So what I'm saying is this, man. If you have the opportunity to play along somebody who is ranked, even if you think that you better than them, just go out there, play a game, do what you got to do, and it'll show. It'll show. And you also want to be on the right AAU team, man. The AAU team is very important. I think this goes along with this fourth way to become a ranked basketball player. The right AAU team is very important because you want to get on the scene. Okay, so you want to play for an AAU team that goes to the top tournaments. And also, I know that there's some kids out there who can't get in touch with some of the top AAU teams. And that's unfortunate. You just got to keep your head low and keep grinding. And keep grinding, man. Keep grinding, and your chance to come. But if you have the opportunity to get on a solid AAU team that gets to events, do that. And make sure you do your part. Okay? And if you have the opportunity to play along somebody who is ranked, use their exposure as a benefit. And parents, please understand that this is legit. My number 5 way on how to become a ranked basketball player in the country. Some of you guys may get mad when I say this, but I think it's just a reality. Reclassify. like I know a lot of people frown against it, but me personally, I don't really care too much because some of the best NBA basketball players reclassified. I have parents ask me all the time, should I reclassify my son? And I'll tell them, if it's the second time, no. If it's a third time, no. But if it's one time and you feel like they can use that to their benefit, give it a shot. Give it a shot, because some of these top basketball players in the country have reclassified. Okay, I go to the USA basketball site sometimes and I'm like, damn, he that old? I didn't know he was that old. He reclassified, and it worked for his benefit because he's going to go to school for free and he may get a chance to play in the NBA. Okay, but also realize this, like, if you're not with the pack already, like, reclassifying not going to put you with the pack. Usually somebody who reclassifies is somebody who's running with the pack, but they just need a little bit more push. Okay, they need a little bit more of an edge. And reclassifying can be used as an edge. It is. But it can be an edge to your benefit. Okay, I guess every edge is a benefit, if that makes sense. But reclassifying to me is not a bad thing. But if you're garbage and you try and you reclassify thinking that's gonna make you good, no. If you're garbage, you're garbage. So those are my 5 ways on how to become a ranked basketball player in the country, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot more that people have in mind, but those are my 5 that I could think of today on how to become a ranked basketball player in the country. But like I said at the beginning of the video, keep in mind there's been a lot of people who have not been ranked in the country who have made an impact, got a free education, perennial all-stars in the NBA. Listen, rankings matter, but then again, they don't matter, if you get what I'm saying. All right, so this is the D-Rich TV channel. Subscribe if you like this, share this with a friend, follow me on Instagram, Snapchat at D-Rich TV, and if there's any topic that you would like me to talk about, please let me know, and I'll be sure to do it. Okay, I'm out.